And we're back. You're tuned into Take My Advice. I'm not using it. Get balanced with Dr. Marissa, the morning show here on KCAA, NBC News, CNBC News, NBC Sports Radio Station, AM 1050, FM 102.3, FM 106.5, and streaming everywhere. iHeartRadio, Spotify, Stitcher, Amazon Music, iTunes, TuneIn, and more. And why? Because I want the maximum splatter zone for more hope and happiness. So there's no gossip, no scandal, and no K words, no Kanye talk at all. Instead, I want you to focus on your own reality show and how you can be happy 88% of the time. So I bring guests and topics to help you with that. And today is absolutely no exception. I have a beautiful woman inside and out here, and she is going to answer. I don't have an answering machine. I have a questioning machine. And when you call me, it says, who are you and what do you want? So, who are you and what do you want?
Oh, well, thank you so much for this. I am Crystal Lindsey. I'm a former foster youth who beat all of the odds through biohacking, wrote a book about it, Grit Gratitude, Former Foster Youth's Playbook for Adulting. And I've channeled my competitive strength nature into being a dynamic marketer who grows businesses. And specifically, can I tell you a secret? I do it by aggressively going after their competitors and proving ROI. So I am a strength-based person who shows up fully and helps people show up fully in their business as well.
Wow. Yeah. When you were a kid, did you know you were going to do this?
You know, I actually found a little book I wrote when I was a child, and there was a, cardboard, and they put wallpaper on the outside, and you type the pages. And I wrote, when I grow up, I'm going to be a teacher and an artist. And it's so funny because what I channel in me is the teaching. So I do a lot of components of training, as well as coaching, masterminding through Grateful Marketer, which is, of course, where you can check us out for your marketing needs. We put a lot of content out there. I lead with value and really getting people to understand how to put themselves in a peak state as well as grow your business. So it's very much that training. And then I'm an analytical creative hybrid, right? So in marketing, I love to pick apart an ad and think critically about a business and come up with a business solution and recommend how to build out the funnels and the content marketing and story brand and all of this. And then the flip side is, let's look at the numbers. And let's amplify what's working, let's cut what's not, and follow the data. So my favorite classes were Tai Chi, drawing, and statistics. I got an A+ in them in college, so I'm a little bit of an odd duck here.
Well, I actually teach Tai Chi, so...
Beautiful. That's why we connected. I love it. Yes.
I love when that happens. So, what is one of the most common mistakes that people make when it comes to marketing?
You know, the most common question I get around marketing is always social media. I had a social media firm for 5 years, and I want to talk to you about how to go after your competitors and create dynamic videos and case studies and storytelling, branding, and like all of these exciting things, right? Optimize your website for maximum conversion. And then somebody looks at me and goes, how do I get leads on social media? Every time. So I want to talk about those things, but the number one question I get is always, how do I get leads on social media? And the answer is, truly, social media, I know we're shocked here, is supposed to be social. Anybody out there knew that? Okay, look, stop trying to talk about what you want people to talk about and start talking about what they already care about. Think of the textable standard. If you would write this in a text, the actual font, but the actual words, add the emojis, just like you would text someone, that's what your social media post is. If you text this piece of content, this article, this video, this meme, whatever it is, to your ideal client and they thought it was spam, don't post it. If you would text it and it's valuable, post it. And the second thing I want to add is, if you're not putting money behind it, you're not getting seen. So you're only getting seen by less than 3% of the people who like your page. If you don't put even $5, you don't got to do a lot of money. $5, $10, $15, $20, $25 behind a post will get you in front of 20,000 people, 5,000 people, compared to 3 people who would see it if you didn't.
So my takeaway from that is, it is good to invest in social media, and don't post what you want to talk about, but look at what other people. So what are other people caring about?
I'm so glad you asked, right? Because that's really the core. I mean, it's different for everybody. I mean, for an author who's trying to reach somebody who's, doing a breakthrough self-help is different than somebody who's a mechanic trying to reach someone who needs to fix their car, right? But the process is the same, and that's the key. The key is I want you to think about who's somebody you've worked with that you want 10 more just like, not a hypothetical person. I want you to write down the name of the client who pays their bill on time, who refers people, who likes and comments on your social, whatever that ideal client is. Write down the actual name. And then I want you to write down what were their goals when they met you. Real estate agents do this in their sleep. They want a 3-bedroom, 2-bath in this neighborhood, in the school district, with the backyard, right? But then you ask yourself for each bullet point, why don't they have that?
Okay, let's practice.
Yeah,
on
please,
me because it's my show.
I love it. Let's do it right here live. You get to see it.
That's right. So I actually have 5 jobs.
Okay.
So I know we're not going to have time to do all 5.
Yeah.
So of all these that you are listening to, which one? That's my first question.
Sure.
Which one would you focus on? So. Oh, good. I just wanted to make sure that wasn't going to be like new background.
Yeah, we're at Fabulous Secret Knock
Yes,
and
we
enjoying
are.
Amazing speakers. So if you see this atmosphere, it's fire. So excuse the background.
Yeah, for sure. So I am a motivational speaker.
Fabulous.
That's
I see
been
that.
on this stage.
Yes.
And I have a talk radio, TV,
Perfect.
news
Okay.
show, which
Okay.
I've been almost 9 years.
Okay.
I've been motivational speaking for like 30.
Yeah.
I do happiness coaching,
Okay.
which is out of my best-selling
Yeah.
book, 8 Ways to
I saw that,
Happiness.
yes.
Yeah. That's 3. I do beat reporting, so I
Yeah.
work for a New York news agency and go out and do the news.
Yeah.
And then I do, let's see, what's the 5th one? I'm a corporate psychologist. So organizational psychology, I go into businesses and help them with strategic planning, communication, leadership, executive development.
Perfect.
So,
Okay.
which one?
So let me ask a clarifying question. Is it the same audience that would go through those businesses, who would list you on the radio, who would read your book, who would watch you speak, who would hire you as a psychologist? Is it that same audience?
Well, the happiness theme is for everybody.
Of course. I want to be more happy. You want to be more happy?
Exactly. So that is the same audience, but for motivational speaking, it's for people that do conferences, right?
Right.
For organizational psychology, is Fortune 500 companies.
Yeah.
Happiness is for everybody.
Okay, let me ask another clarifying question. Which one's driving 80% of the revenue of your business?
Before COVID, hashtag BC19,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
motivational speaking. That
Okay.
went totally
Okay.
gone.
Okay.
So the happiness coaching now
Yeah.
is, because of COVID,
Okay.
the where it is.
So this is kind of, I love my real estate agent. It's kind of like a real estate agent who says, I do a lot of first-time home buyers, but what I want to do is a
Okay.
double-ended deal. So what I'm
Okay.
hearing is, I have a background in strength and a history of public speaking being my number one revenue source, but now BC19 has forced me in to restructure my business, and happiness
Correct.
coaching is now the product driver.
Yeah.
Okay, so you may have a lot of the other contacts in your Rolodex of the previous, but you want to build up the new one.
Yes.
Okay, so this is like a great opportunity here. So if you're watching, really think about what is driving your business. And you may have the same conflict where you say, this is what's actually driving it, but this is what I want to be driving it. Make your content about what you want to drive your business. So those people raise their hand. And people all day long say, I don't want to niche up too much because these people over here, they're not going to, this is my core audience, right? But I'm going to tell you, these people over here are going to still come to you. They're already going to come to you.
Oh, okay.
And they're already in your audience. They know, like, and trust you. They're not going to quit and forget about you because you specialize in something else. Trust me. You're not switching gears here.
All right.
So own it that is, you are the expert, like we heard from stage, right? You are the expert on happiness coaching. That will then funnel through to get you more public speaking gigs, that will promote your book, that will tie to your radio. And the other thing I want to offer to you is you don't have 5 jobs and 5 businesses. You are a multi-million-dollar empire. And once you own that, you step into that power and realize they do in fact funnel to each other.
Okay.
So the thing is, not all businesses help the same exact people, but there is one ideal client who would funnel through all of them and specifically go through the happiness coaching. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about that person.
Okay.
Give me the name of somebody you've worked with that fits that description. They're happiness coaching and they would do all the other things. Read your book, listen to you, go to your speaking, any of those.
Jen.
Jen, okay, fabulous. What did Jen want when Jen met you?
Jen wanted a way to stop feeling angry and sad about her past and wanted to be happier, have more peace of mind, have more peace of heart, and quit being so angry.
So I heard the needs and I heard the challenge here. So the actual need was peace of mind, peace of heart. Let me do a clarifying question, and then we're coming back to the challenge, which is the anger.
Okay.
So what did she put in her words? Peace of mind and peace of heart, I imagine, is something in your book. It's something you talk about regularly and is very near and dear to you. How did she describe that when she sat in front of you?
She said that she was obsessed about a past relationship that was very unfair and was not happy and needed
Preach.
help. Yeah, and right? Doesn't that sound? That's why chapter.
I'm like,
4.
and what'd you tell her? I'm not interested. Okay.
It's in the book.
I know. Oh, I'm on it. All right.
So
she's obsessed with a previous relationship.
Yeah.
So it's using up a lot of her mental energy,
Yes.
the creative spark, all these things in her
Yes.
life is weighing on her.
Yes.
I bet she feels almost hungover every day she wakes up. She doesn't
Yes.
experience joy. Okay.
Yes.
But put it in her words. She said, I just need to. What did she say? Her exact words, if you can remember.
I want to get over this.
Ooh, okay, fabulous. Bing! All right, so this is an example. I want to get over this. Now, do you hear that a lot from your clients?
Yes.
I just want to get over this. Now,
Yes.
this is a clarifying point. If you're watching this, you're listening, it's the fact that you want to get over this is the topic of your next series. It is the content driver of your social media. It's a video series. It's a blog series. It's influencer marketing. It's everything is how to just get over this. Right?
Right.
It's also the intro to your videos. You say, look, are you out there and you're struggling, feeling hungover, obsessed and irritated every day? Maybe you went through a breakup or got fired or laid off from your job. But what you want more than anything is to just get over this. I can help. That's called storytelling branding. Now, I did a couple of things here, and I'm going to come back to the buyer persona.
All right.
But I'm going to, I want to give you some tips. Can I give them a tip? Okay. All right. So, do you know the number one word that if you said in the first 3 seconds would increase people to watch your videos 68% more? This is by a YouTube study by Google.
Okay.
What's the one word? Take a guess.
Yes.
Close. That's a good one. It's
Yeah.
It's a 3-letter word, and it
Okay.
starts with Y as well.
It starts with Y.
It starts with Y. And the answer is
Why?
it's you.
Oh,
You. Now, there's brain science, and in a snippet, if you're a neuroscience nerd like me, it actually taps into your reticular activating system and tells your brain to pay attention. This could save your life. So, but, okay, let's get back to it. So when you say, are you struggling with X? Do you want this more than anything? Great, I can help you. You just said it 3 times in the first 5 seconds. So if you said it once, people are 68% more likely to continue watching. You say it twice, it jumps to 87%. And if you say it 3 times in the first 5 seconds, people are 93% more likely to watch your video. So that's a little snippet for you.
Okay.
That's storytelling branding.
Okay.
So coming back to the buyer, we call this the buyer persona.
Can I ask
Please.
you a question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, as you can tell, she's as shy as I am, has nothing to say. Sarcasm is another service I offer, but it's great. It's great.
Yes.
But the one thing that I wanted to ask is on YouTube, you don't want people to click unless they are ready to invest. So I don't necessarily want people to click the video
This is
who
good.
are not
is
in
good.
my
Oh.
rodeo.
We are aligned. Okay.
Okay.
So that's why we niched up to the one type of audience that fits through and funnels through all of your programs. We talked about the happiness coaching. So if you just were general and you said, look, I want more public speaking gigs, or, I kind of want more clients, and let me just create a video on happiness. Now, anybody who wants to be happy is going to click on it.
Right.
But if you're like, are you struggling because you just want to get over it? The only people who are going to click on it are the ones who just want to get over it, which brings up the exact point you said, which is it makes your marketing more effective and you pay less for it, and you get the exact people who are most profitable for your business to raise their hand. Anybody out there? I mean, like, oh my goodness, this is a huge breakthrough.
Okay.
So what we just did is called the buyer persona. So the needs and goals of what she wants is she just wants to get over it. Her challenge is anger, heartbreak, and disappointment. So you kind of like journal it out, right? So you say, okay, here's the need, and then you say, Captain Obvious, what's standing in their way and why didn't they already accomplish this?
Okay.
And then boom, each one should have a correlation. And then maybe you got a challenge, you say, oh, she's just heartbroken, and you just know the challenge. Then ask yourself, well, what do they really want? What would happen if we fix this problem? Boom, and put it in their exact words. That was the clarifying moment, right? Right? Not the words from your book. When I say talk about what you want them, not what you want to talk about, but what you want them to talk about. Now notice, the content and advice is still the same, but you're putting it and packaging it in a way that's not in the words in your book, but the words in their mouth, and that's what's going to resonate with them and get them to say, that's me. Oh my goodness, I struggle with that. She's the exact person who can help me. This is the key though. I'm going to lean in on it. She's the guide. Oh, you've become the guide. They're the hero. You're the guide. Because you said, are you struggling because you just want to get over this? Are you dealing with disappointment and heartbreak? Are you waking up angry every day? Great, I can help you. For example, now, I'm going to give you, can I give you another one?
Yes, but before we do, I want to make sure we get the top of your head.
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay, so now.
And before we do, I just want to identify where we are, because some of you have just tuned in and you're like, who is Dr. Marissa talking to today? Well, I am so delighted to be bringing you, obviously you see the people walking by, we are live at Secret Knock. I'm going to bring this wonderful expert in marketing to you on a show when I get back, and her name is
Crystal Lindsey, your grateful marketer, former FOSS youth who beat all the odds biohacking and channeled that into helping business owners show up fully and grow their business.
And she's very not clear about her strength. Sarcasm is another service I offer. And honestly, I have learned quite a bit from you.
Thank you.
In the last 15 minutes that I am grateful for.
Gratitude, I love it. Thank you.
All right, so back to my life. Back to my marketing. So I want see if I recap this well. So if you're following along and you're putting your business in, I don't want to use my words. I want to use their words. I want to understand what they're trying to leave or get rid of. And I'm trying to find out what they want in their words and put those words in my YouTube ad.
Preach. Yes. See, it's that easy. You're fabulous. Look at that. Marketing genius right here. I'm so excited.
Good teacher.
Yes.
Good teacher.
Well, it's so clear with you because you know your business. And the other thing I want you to own is you don't have 5 businesses. You have a multi-million-dollar empire.
Got to remember
You
that.
are the expert on happiness. And this is how you facilitate and reach your audience.
Got it.
So that's a clarifying point as well. Now, let's go ahead and go back to the script and the best practice. The number one type of content you could put on YouTube as a video to get something is a client case study. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, you can hire us and we create a video for you for $700, $500, $1,000, whatever that is, and you use it and it's overproduced and your logo spins in and spins out, your name comes on and you know what I'm talking about, jump cuts, Or for free, you say when your client says, you have blown me away, you have changed my life, I love working with you because of da-da-da, you just, honor that. You say, wow, thank you, that means so much. Like be human, right? Mm-hmm. And then these are the words. Can I feature you on a quick video? Feature you, keywords. And they say, well, 9 out of 10 times. Well, yeah, of course. Take out your phone, put it put on your camera, put it in video. I'm talking about very basic, no software needed. Turn it sideways, and you just turn on the video, and you just look at the camera, and you say, are you struggling with this but want that? Great, I can help. I'm here with Jen today, and Jen just shared with me a client testimonial. Jen, and these are the questions. These are 3 questions you got to ask. You ready?
Yep.
1, what were you struggling with before you met me? And she's going to go blah, 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 blah. And then 2, how did I make it as easy as 1, 2, 3? And then she's going to go blah, 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 blah. And then 3, how is your life better because you worked with me? And then she says, da, 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 da. Then you come back to your introduction, 1 call to action. So if you're out there and you're struggling with this and you want to be able to live your incredible life, I want you to reach out to me by give them one. Don't say, here's my phone number and my email and my, no. If you want to call, give them the phone number. If you're doing site retargeting on your website and you want them to your website, give them your website. If you want an email, give them an email. So you just pick one. So again, if you're out there and you're struggling because you're overwhelmed and brokenhearted, I want you to be able to pay attention because you can get help. That I am here to be able to assist. Now, with that being said, I've been able to help somebody just like you. Jen here, tell me about what were you struggling with before you met me? Boom, boom, boom. That's incredible. Empathy, right? Like, wow, thank you for sharing that. That's beautiful. How did you make it? How have I made it as easy as 1, 2, 3? Boom. Thank you so much. I'm sure somebody out there can relate that that's exactly what they need. Then you come back and you say, now, how is your life better because of that? Boom. And then you go to and press for the ripple effect because generally they're going to keep it within them. Mm-hmm. And they'll say, oh, I grew my business by this much and, I'm a better mom. And then you come with the follow-up question. You say, but how has that helped this globe, the community? And then this made a bigger impact in the world. Okay. And then they say something incredible like, well, because of that, I actually, started doing exercises. And now I actually not only do exercise, but my kids are doing exercises, which means for the rest of their life, they're going to be healthier and they're going to be able to be role models in this world. And they're going to show up fully and they're going to school with their brains activated and they're helping create leaders in the schools. And I'm telling you, your clients will give you marketing gold. And you just say, well, thank you so much for that. Again, if you're out there and you're struggling, feeling overwhelmed and brokenhearted, I want to be able to help you. Go ahead and reach out to me at boom. And that's your whole video. That's marketing gold for free.
Wow. And how long is that?
It's organic. It's organic. So if you're doing a pre-roll ad on YouTube, it could be 10 minutes long.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. Okay. But ideally it's like 2 minutes. It ends up being right under 5 minutes. I did one yesterday for a client right out here. We just shot it right outside, no mic even, and it was 2.5 minutes. So yeah, 2 minutes to 10 minutes, depending on how chatty the client is.
All right. So I have 2 things that I want your clarification on.
Sure.
One is, and I'm going to be empathetic, there's a lot of business owners or coaches or speakers or, business people who hate selling.
Yes.
And I'm one of them.
Yes.
Like people go, oh my God, you do such a good job of PR and marketing. And it's like, yes, because I know I need to do it, but I don't like selling people anything. Yeah. So that's one thing that I want you to talk about. And 2 is I have a free orientation once a month.
Okay.
I have a do-it-yourself, the book plus video that you can buy for $280.
Okay.
I have an 8-week group course and I have an 8-month private course. So I know I need to focus on one, but my question is, I always feel like no one's going to want to buy right off the bat. They're going to need a little more, well, what do I get for that money and all that? So what's your expertise on that?
Sure. First of all, you already have built the whole thing. You're going to be blown away how easy it is.
Okay.
But let me ask you a clarifying question.
Okay.
What do you do when you get a lead for that free program? What happens? You get their email, you get their phone number. What do you do? What happens?
So I follow up and I say, I have these things that are part of my ability to help you further, or how did you like the book?
Yeah.
And you can work with me if you would like more in-depth help on happiness.
And that's a phone call?
That's a phone call.
Okay. How long does it take you to call them from when you get the lead?
Probably 24 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if I told you, and I'm going to lean in on this one.
Okay.
40% of people forget they requested information within 1 hour.
Wow.
40%. I'm going to give another couple statistics.
Okay.
And then I'm going to tee it up and answer your question because it's so easy. Once you understand it, it's so easy. All right. So let's say you got a room of 100 people. And they all say, I'm thinking about your book and your coaching program. I need happiness. So they're qualified, okay? And they say, I'm ready right now. 3 out of 100 are going to be ready today. Only 3. No matter how good of a salesperson you are, only 3. So the next statistic, and this is the key, 90% of them will be ready in the next 6 months. So then the name of the game becomes, how do I keep them warm for 6 months? So if you're a marketer and entrepreneur out there, ask yourself the question I just asked. What do you do when you get a lead? How do you follow up within an hour? And what are you doing to keep them warm for up to 6 months? The other thing I want to share with you is you actually already have a content marketing machine. You already have the freemium version for a lead magnet. Then you have a core offer that's about $187, very affordable. I'm sure you knock them over with value. And then there's an 8-week training course where they can come in and get more in depth. Not everybody's going to come to that, but that's a profit maximizer. When they do show up, now that's where you make the most money. Is that fair to say?
The privates are.
And then the privates on top. Okay. So what you want is it's a funnel. You just got to get as many people to get the free thing as possible. So when you talk about sales, you don't actually sell. You're giving value. And I'm telling you folks, look, I don't like selling and I don't like being sold to, but I'm a darn good salesperson. Why am I a good salesperson? Because I actually believe in my product. I know that what I'm talking about right now with marketing simplifies and makes it easy for business owners to take action. I know, like you know, with happiness, that taking action is easy when you know what to do. And when you don't know what to do, it's terrifying. So if you're out there and you're terrified, why would I not give you my knowledge, especially for free? I'm going to yell it from the mountaintops. I believe in what I'm doing. I want to tell the world, and that's why I'm here on this interview, right? So the reality is, if you get that fired up about your business and you know that free thing is going to change someone's life, why would you not yell about it in the language of the client that they want? Right?
You're absolutely right, and it's a BS belief system that I think a lot of women more so than men carry because they don't want to sell anyone. They don't want to, be noticed for or who do you think you are? They're afraid of that feedback, and I'm glad that I, owned up to it to you because it's not. That's bullshitaki.
Yes.
We all have a unique gift, talent, and ability to share, and this is expertise in how to share it. See, when you say if they're warm and how to convert, I get hair going up my back because I just don't want to sell. But I understand what you're saying.
No, you don't have to sell. That's the beauty. Okay, so all you have to do is yell from the mountaintops about the free thing. Okay, that's all you do.
Okay.
You bring Uncle G. Any Uncle G fans out there? Grant Cardone. Okay. Uncle G says you got to breathe fire. Your job as an entrepreneur is to breathe fire all over that business. You make content. You make videos. You put out ads. You do blogs. You get on influencers. You get interviewed. You go and do press releases. You, as the business owner, should not be doing and running the business. You should be breathing fire all over that business and getting it seen. And specifically, you're not selling your services. You're selling your free offer. And if you believe, and it's not selling, you just believe it's valuable and you tell the world. Now, once you get their email and contact information, there needs to be an automatic follow-up system. And that's the key, right? Mm-hmm. So you need something instantly within that 1 hour, and ideally instantaneous, that sends them an email or text message marketing. I'm a big on text message or chat bot. I don't care, whatever it is. Something automated that says, thank you so much. And this is called indoctrination email. You say, thank you so much for reaching out for getting this really great thing. It showed that you're serious about being happy. Let me tell you a little bit about who I am and why you should open my next emails. Specifically, boom, 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 boom. This is what you can expect. Now, the next, and then you do a PS. You know the number, by the way, another pro tip here, okay? And then I'm going to circle back and loop this up. Pro tip, what's the number one part of an email that's read? Number one read part of an email.
Your name at the top.
No. Oh. Close. The title. The title.
Oh, the subject line.
The subject title. The second most read, do you know? Look, I'm activating your reticular activating system as we speak. Do you know the second most read? The PS. Most underutilized part of the email. So you say, this is who I am and why you should open emails. PS, I have something great coming to you tomorrow. Make sure you open your email. Then you hit them with an email series, Gain Logic Fear. 3-part series that says this is one. The first one, what you're gonna gain. This is buyer psychology, okay?
Okay.
This is what you're gonna gain by going into my $187 program. Then they don't buy. Then you send them another one the next day, or you could do 2 days out, and you say this is the next logical step. You downloaded this thing because you're serious about your happiness, and if you're serious about your happiness, this is why this is going to be the next logical step in being happy. The third thing is you hit them with fear of loss. So then you hit them, they haven't bought, then hit them another one. And you say, look, I know you're serious about your happiness. And if you don't take action right now, this is creating biological chemicals that's actually shortening your life. And if you want to show up fully for your children and for your family and for your businesses, you need to get access now. I'm not going to tell you this again. Okay.
I can't do that.
No. No, listen.
I can't.
Listen. I'm going to tell you right now. I am a child of product of trauma. Nadine Burke and the CDC put out a landmark study that shows there's a connection between child abuse and stress and physical illness. If you answer yes to 6 out of 10 questions, you're on track to die 20 years younger if you don't do anything about it. That's my book. Check it out. Grit and Gratitude. But what I say that to say is you're not making anything up. You're not being a fearmonger. You're waking them up to the reality of why they need this program. And if you believe it, which I know you do, you need to find the real fear of what's going to happen and how their life is going to fall apart if they don't do this program. You're not threatening them. You're telling them the reality that if they don't do this, this is the things that's going to happen to them. Right? That's not fear-mongering. That is reality.
Yeah.
So that's what I want to be able to share is it's a 3-part, you do an indoctrination, have a thank you email, gain logic fear. It's a 5-part email series. It's automatic afterwards. And then guess what? For the people who opt into the 187, you do it again. You do a new thank you email. You do a new gain logic fear that gets them into the 8-week training program. Boom. Then guess what? You do it again. The people went to the 8-week training program, thank them, and then send them a gain logic fear, why they need to come to the one-on-one coaching. So you actually never have to sell. Now, hey, more power to you. You want to get up on the phone and you give them a call. Like, knock yourself out. That's you're breathing fire on your business. Go for it, right? Your number one job as the business owner of your multi-million-dollar empire is that you need to be able to increase the top line, the number of revenue. Don't worry about the expenses. Let your team manage that. You manage how to increase your revenue. So anything that's revenue maximizing is your job. So if you're going to get on the calls, you're going to do an email series, you're going to do an interview, that is your job as an entrepreneur.
Got it.
So that would be my answer to you is you don't have to sell. That's the beauty of content marketing and what we're talking about. You actually aren't selling. You talk about the free stuff and automate the rest.
And there you have it. and we're out of time, which is, I knew that would happen.
Yes.
But how can people find you if
Yes.
they want you to help
Yes.
them with this process?
Yes, I'm Grateful Marketer. So hit me up on social. Let's do this. I do 100 burpees every morning before breakfast. Look, I'm a flex on them. And I meditate every day. I draw and I show up fully in this world as a product of trauma. And I want you to know that as an entrepreneur, if everything's riding on your shoulders, you more than anybody needs to show up fully and think in a critical, high-level way about your business, which means you also need to do these things. So I show you how to show up fully in your business, and then I teach you some content marketing and social media and how to grow your business. So join me, Grateful Marketers, social media. I'm super excited to help you show up fully and grow your business.
And there you have it. You've just been indoctrinated and taught and skilled in marketing. I hope you've enjoyed my conversation. And I know, I usually ask, although we'll try to fit it in there, but to who or what are you most grateful for?
So beautiful. Do you want to ask the question and then I'll jump in?
No, that was the question.
Okay. So for me, what I'm most grateful for is absolutely my brain. There's real science behind the fact that we don't keep the same brain we're born with. You can actually increase the connectivity, the size of your brain, the number of cells. And so through brain science, Daniel Amen, Joe Dispenza, all that stuff, and doing the biohacks I talk about and teach, you can actually extend your life and improve your brain. And my brain has got me out of a lot of really bad situations. And it's right here. And our brain is involved in everything we do. Eating, sleeping, drinking, talking, reading. Your brain is the most important asset you have as an entrepreneur.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This is Dr. Marissa reporting live at Secret Knock with my very special guest today. Hope you learned something. I know I did about marketing. And this is what I do at the end of every show. Ready? It's all about balance. Peace in, peace out. World peace through inner peace. Now go forth and multiply the marketer that you are. Have the best day ever. See you tomorrow.